Hola everyone, Christian here. Today I'm going to show you ways to reduce shipping costs for your store. Let's check them out. Now the shipping process is complex and involves a lot of variables and costs that add up and produce higher prices. Before we get started, I do want to recommend you set up a shipping policy. So if you don't have one already, this is where you would outline expectations for the customer about shipping time and different costs. This is something that you want to have linked somewhere at the bottom of your website, and also probably linked somewhere in the product page, right? So they can quickly access that shipping information. Okay, so what's first? Reducing the weight of packages. Weight is money. The heavier, the more expensive it's going to be. While shaving some weight might only mean a few cents here and there per package, in the long run, that's gonna add up tremendously. Now, depending on your store, it would obviously greatly vary on how to reduce the weight of the packages, but obviously different sizing, different type of material will probably help. We've seen a lot of clothing brands that nowadays they just use that plastic sort of envelope looking thing, right, for just a single or maybe two or even up to 3 items, right? And that will help you reduce the pricing of the actual weight of shipping. So think about that and think about how there's a plethora of different options there for packages, so choose wisely. Now, before we move on, I just want to say bienvenidos. My name is Christian Piñon, one of the co-founders here at BitBranding. We're an e-commerce growth agency that specializes in helping clothing boutiques and apparel brands grow and scale profitably online. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the latest content. We actually publish 2 videos a week, so keep that in mind. Now, up next, very similar to the first one, is choosing the right size of packaging. It's easy to buy or get a bunch of packaging that may be a little bit bigger than what you're actually sending. So for example, you could use a poly mailer, so those kind of plasticky bags that I was talking about, instead of a box, or even a padded envelope if you need just a little bit more protection, right, with your products. Now, if you're paying for your packaging, I would highly suggest to do a little bit of research on how you can save some money there, because many carriers out there, USPS, DHL, actually offer free packaging, depending on different sizes and different things. So I would take that into consideration as well. Some of those free options that UPS, USPS, DHL may offer for you. Now, whether you're getting your packaging for free or potentially even ordering custom packaging, now knowing those types and sizes of packages you use most often can also save you money. So if you observe and tracking this data, right, when you're using this one the most, and it's actually saving you money every time you ship with that thing that's the most that you ship from, then try using more of that, right? It's all about knowing what you're using, knowing what your customers are asking for, and sort of blending the best of both worlds. I just want to say real quick, if you like what you see, please consider clicking on that like button. It will help us do it. Now, another thing you can do is use flat rate shipping strategically. So flat rate shipping means that the shipping costs are a single rate regardless of weight, shape, size of the particular item. So the immediate benefit of flat rate shipping is converting variable costs, so things that can move around a lot, into actually a fixed cost that it'll be a lot easier to track, essentially. So if you plan to ship 10 items within a specified weight range, right, you know that these are going to be all the same, then you know in advance how much all those items are actually going to cost to ship. So you'll be just better informed. So let's say that you have certain products that are always available on your store and the shipping is pretty much consistent across the board. You can actually create unique shipping rates for that particular product or collection of products, right? Let's say like maybe all the shirts collectively weigh the same and you always send them in the plastic packaging. You could probably consider using a flat rate just for those products when they order them, because the shipping cost is probably going to be very similar, pretty much the same, right? So consider doing that and offering that flat rate shipping for those products. It could save you some money. Now, if you're curious about how to do the flat rate shipping like that, then you definitely want to make sure to check out this video that we talked about, specifically shipping and how to set it up in your store. Lastly, knowledge is power. So knowing when rates change is very, very important. Shipping carriers actually review their pricing each year, and they adjust rates due to higher costs like labor, fuel, COVID. Yeah. So new prices are implemented every January, and you can also occur sometimes even during the year. So if you don't know the latest rates, then you need to check out this link below. We're going to put it in the description, but it's a blog post that Shopify actually updates every year on how to prepare for shipping rate changes in that particular year. So they update that, and that's something that should be in your bookmarks that you check out every year. So for example, in 2021, retail prices for USPS services increased by an average of 4.9%. So this is something that you would have learned if you just click on that link and check out and be informed, right, about these changes and how you need to adjust some of your pricing or shipping strategy in your store. All right, don't forget to leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and we'll make sure to help you out. See you on the next one.